Hey guys, Bryan here from Liquid Concepts. So today we're going to talk a little bit about intricate parts and the way that you need to spray them to make them come out looking the best. Alright, so we got our weekly tips and tricks videos. If you haven't checked them out already, definitely check them out. Tons of great information on there, and we're pretty much getting started again with some more stuff. Really great learning experiences for painters, people that do hydrographics, anything in between. It's a really great thing to watch. So stay tuned and definitely subscribe if you haven't already. So today we're going to be painting these wheel inserts. And so these are off of a side-by-side that we're doing a custom color on. And the customer has a charcoal gray metallic. And so with a metallic, and even with spraying a primer or a clear coat, you want to make sure that you don't get dry spray and that you get a good coating around the entire part. And so what we're going to do here is we're actually going to edge out the part first and then come back in with our overalls. Most of the time whenever people are painting something like this, they come in and they just go like this right here. They kind of missed a little bit in, they're done. But if you look at it, these edges right through here, right in here, and all up inside here, they're pretty dry, or they're a different color, especially on metallics, because metallics will definitely change. And so whenever you have that, and you do it just kind of back and forth like that, it doesn't really give you a good coating and a good overall finish. And so same thing with your primer. If you don't have a lot of primer or a good wet coat of primer down in these areas, you may not have a good bond between what you've already got here and whenever something hits it, or it chips a lot easier, or it just starts flaking off, and of course we don't want that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of get my gun here, and so you can see it more whenever we get started with it, but essentially what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to turn our gun down to like a small dot. And so it's, instead of it being an ellipse where it's just more or less like a big wide open fan like that, we're going to turn it into a dot, and then we're actually going to stick it about right here, and then we're going to come down, in, up, inside there, up and across, the top, down, and we're just going to keep following this all the way through. And so essentially what I'm doing is I'm edging out the part first. And so I know that I got a good wet coat all the way down these edges, all the way around it. And so then that's what's going to give me a really good profile for my paint to stick to if I'm spraying my primer, or for my clear to look as glossy as it can be. And so you're going to see pretty much a whole run through of us doing the primer, the painting, the clear coating, and everything all at once. So then you can see how it's going to turn out, and you're going to see how glossy it's going to look even on these edges right through here. Alright? Now again, something like this, very easy. Come across here, hit your edge around here, back up here, across, you're done. But whenever you have parts like these that aren't really more flat and they have edges to them, you definitely want to make sure that you get those edges and you get a better finish. Alright? So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead, we've got our primer mixed up. What we're going to be shooting is it's actually going to be our Liquid Concepts. It's the direct to metal epoxy primer. We have put a little bit of reducer in it to make it more into like a sealer. And so essentially the primer, whenever you add the reducer to it, it thins it out. So therefore it makes it lay a lot smoother. And so we've already got these all sanded down. We've already got them blasted. Everything is smooth. All we need is a good coat of primer on them, and then we're ready to go in with our paint. So like I said, we've already got our primer mixed up. We need to wipe all these off. We'll get them all wiped off and tacked off, blown off, and then we'll shoot our primer, and then our base coat, and then our clear coat. So hope you guys enjoy this, and we'll get started with it. So stay tuned. installed that, did it in a little bit more quicker, but got it all done. Again, we edged it out. We got everything looking really good. We got 2 coats over everything, even all inside the grooves and all that. And then we also came back in, and because this is a metallic, we wanted to lay out everything exactly perfect on it. And so we came back and kind of just misted a good coat on it, just to kind of let those metallics flow out and be able to all be uniform, so it didn't have any striping or lines or anything like that in it, which in this case, this one would be pretty good about hiding stuff, but just in case we went ahead and did it. So now we're on to the clear, and now we're ready to go. So clear coat, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to pretty much take and edge out all inside here, just like what we've done the other 2 times with our primer and our base coat, except for this time we're going to get a nice wet coat all the way around, and then we're going to come back, do our overall, let it flash off, and pretty much by the time I get finished with this one and then move all the way around to all of these and all of those, then whenever I get back to here, it's probably going to be, I'm going to say maybe 7 to 10 minutes, and then now we're actually ready for our second coat of our clear. So the clear coat that we're going to be using is going to be the Liquid Concepts. It's actually our High Solids Glamour Clear. Great application for something like this. It's a rock solid clear. It's a high solids clear. You're going to get a lot of UV protection, a lot of durability out of it, and it's an overall a really good clear coat. So that's what we're going to be using on these right here, and I think the customer's going to be really happy with it whenever he sees how much of a shine and how durable and how good looking these things come out. So we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to get our mask on, get our gun, get the paint booth started, and start edging these out. And I hope you guys enjoy it, so keep watching. Sprayed. We just shut off the booth. We've got all of our guns cleaned up. Let these things flash off for a few minutes. Now we can kind of get back in here and take a look at them. And man, they look sweet. And so the biggest thing is, of course, is the edges. And so you can see here that all of these edges, all inside here, up inside in these cutout groove areas, even inside this area, all around, we got very good coverage, and now we have a lot better durability, and it looks 100% better. So for this week's tips and tricks, it's all about the intricate pieces, being able to spray them, and knowing how to spray them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know we definitely enjoy working with you guys and shooting videos like this. And if you haven't already, definitely click the subscribe button. We have these almost every week, and so we'd love for you to be a part of it and comment with anything that you've got. So I'm Bryan, and we're making Hydrographics great again. Thank you.